as I hope you already know. And the topic of my presentation today is Eco Resort in Altai region, Marine Ostrov. But before I start, I'd like you to try Altai honey, which I brought from this region, and to explore the magnificence of this nature. I've divided my presentation into three parts. Firstly, I'm going to tell you about the unexplained power of nature and how this nature gives energy to people who visit this land. Secondly, I will tell you more about the services which are offered there. And finally, I will tell you about who have a privilege of staying there and how we, the future generation of entrepreneurs, can use such eco-resorts in business. So, my presentation is going to be about 7 minutes long, and it will be my pleasure to answer any of your questions at the end of my presentation. So, let's start with our first item on our agenda. And as Ancient said, there is no present without past. There is no future without present. And I think in the Altai Mountains there is, as anywhere else, the connection between times. On Marine Ostrov there are 2 nomad stands which fully restore the life of ancient Altai, and so you can touch the history. Also, the river Chimalka, which flows through the resort, through the territory of the resort, and it contains silver particles in the water, what makes it very healthy. And it's very pure, clear, and bright, and very bubbling. And the sound of the river calms people down and helps them to relax. Finally, fresh air in the mountains. It's very healthy, and it helps with bronchitis, asthma, and other respiratory diseases. I think you would agree with me that the best way of treatment is through nature. This is nomad stance, and this is Chimalka River, as I wanted to mention. So let's move to my second point, the wellness programs which are offered there. And let me begin with Velvet Antler Baths. This program is used for rejuvenating of the body. And on a side note, 8 kilos of velvet antlers cost 10 million rubles. This approach also is very popular in Asia. The second program is the program of detoxification. It helps to regulate metabolic system. Also, it supports immune system and helps to lose weight. One more program you can choose is integrated restoration and rejuvenation of the body. It helps to relieve stress and boost the energy. Also, you can use organic cosmetics from Siberia, which is made out of organic herbs and doesn't consist any chemical or food additives. Finally, you can bath in the real Russian bathhouses, not only clear one, as we know, but also a small one. I think nobody from my generation has ever tried it, but it was very common for our relatives. So the variety of wellness programs is huge, and it allows customers to stay excited and try out new procedures every day. Now, lastly, I would like to talk about the eco resort and how can we use it in business. Many big companies, such as Gazprom, come there to maintain team spirit and to improve employee performance. They use the harmony between body and soul, the energy of the nature to do this. And this is called employee retreat. Secondly, I would like to talk about professional conferences. Many companies also fly there to hold conferences because they say nothing can distract them from work, and the silence and serenity of the nature helps leaders to make important decisions. Finally, I would like to talk about the eco resort of choice. In addition, many well-known people visited these lands, and for example, our president, Vladimir Putin, chose this resort for 3 times and stayed there with his family. Also, our Prime Minister, Dmitry Medvedev, also visited them in 2005 and stayed there with his family as well. There is a big list of famous people who visited this land, and they prefer Russian resorts as opposed to foreign countries. So we've come to the end of my presentation. My aim was to show you that we need to invest in our nature and our country. We've seen that these lands have unexplained power and energy. We have also looked at what wellness programs can help us to stay healthy. And finally, we talked about who visited these lands. And as our president said, after visiting Marin Ostrov, that our government should develop Russian tourism and our citizens should try to go there and they will love it. So our generation builds a future for our country, and I think we need to invest in it. So let's begin with ourselves. Let's love our motherland, and everything will be good. Thank you for your attention. Now I'd like to open up the floor for your questions.
No question session, please. Otherwise, it will never end. Okay? And we haven't talked about dealing with questions. Okay. What do you think?